Hello everyone, and welcome to this video on public transport analysis using a QGIS. This video is intended for students at the Technical University of Denmark taking a course on public transport modeling using GIS tools, but I hope that others can benefit from it as well. I will make this public transport analysis into two parts. In this first part, I'm going to show you a tool you can use for public transport analysis based on based on routing, meaning that if I travel from 2 points, there is a tool that can calculate, well, what route should I follow and what public transport modes should I use. And the same tool can be used to analyze how far from any given location can I travel by public transport. In the next video, I'm going to show you how you can use sophisticated tools when you make your preliminary investigation. For instance, based on a new alignment, and you want to investigate how many people can or how far can you from a given location can you travel to a station in a given time frame. But that's for another video. For this video, we will do public transport analysis, and we will use two tools. The first one is this called travel time, and the way you find this tool is you go to plugins, and if you press travel time, you see you have this travel time platform plugin, and this is the one we're gonna need. I already have it installed, so I will just close this. Now, when you download this, to be able to use it, you need to have a API key. Luckily, you can get this for free by going to this web page, filling in the formula, and you will receive an email with a free API key, and you have to type this in here. But I have already done this. Now, what this tool can do is, let's say we add a map that has some data. For this purpose, we will go to Open Layers plugin. This is also a plugin you can install from the plugins manager. And I have this thing here called OSM Thunder Forest. And if I add public transport, I get a map that contains some data about public transport. And for this video, I'm going to zoom in on the greater Copenhagen area. So what this map has, it's a normal map, as you can see, but it also contains information about the timetables and about public transport networks. So you see, for instance, these red dots here, they indicate railway stations. And if I, for instance, zoom in on a given road, I get to know what bus rides on this road. So on this road, Sellingvej, we have the bus 12 riding alongside this road. Now, let's say that I want to know how I can get from a point to another point traveling only by public transport. For this, I can use the travel time tool. I have several options here. We will use two today. We will use this quick time map, and we will use the quick route. On the quick route, I can, when I click on it, I have several options. I can choose to use public transport, walking, cycling, or driving. For this video, we will use public transport, and I'm interested in that I'm leaving from a given location and traveling to another. And let's say I'm leaving at today's the 26th of March, and I'm leaving at 3 p.m. Okay. Then I press the tool, and I have highlighted public transport. Now let's say I'm traveling from this station here called Linnevang station, and I'm traveling to something called Svanemøllen station. When I press these two, I get a graph, and the graph actually shows me what route I should take. And over here at the layers bar, I actually get an output, which is a line. That's the graph, and I actually also get a feature for each sort of way I can travel. I can travel by bus, train, bike, car, walk. And we see that the major, if I zoom in on this station, I just have to walk to the station. So that's the yellow here. I'm walking a little way to get to the station. And then the majority is done by traveling by train from uh, from Linnevang to Svanemøllen. So this is one way you can use the tool. And actually, to verify that the tool is doing the right thing, we can go to this web page, which is called the Reiseplan. It's a Danish web page for finding the shortest route by public transport, and many Danes use this every day. So let's see if I type Linnevang to Svanemøllen. And that's just for the sake of simplicity. I choose the same departure time. And you see, when I travel at around 3 o'clock, I actually get the same route by the official web page that stores all the updated data based on public transport in Copenhagen. So the 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 travel time plugin from QGIS is somewhat correct. However, it should be said that this is a open source. Um, this is an open source data file. So naturally, when there might be updates to timetables in Denmark or other places in the world that are might not updated immediately in this map right away. So you should do these kind of analysis with some precautions. Okay, so this was one thing we could use the software for, or the tool for. Another thing is that we can use something called QuickTime Map. When I open this, I can again choose public transport, walking, cycling, and driving. I'm interested in public transport. And let's say that I'm interested in. So this video was made for students at DTU. So for fun, let's find DTU here. So DTU Ballerup campus is located here, and I just happen to know that there is a bus here. This is the bus 350S. So let's say that if I'm interested in, if I'm a student at DTU and I'm free, so how far can I travel from public transport from this station? If I press here, and you see I have oh sorry, I have chosen 30 minutes. So what the algorithm will tell me is how large an area can I travel by public transport within 30 minutes from this place. So if I press here, oh sorry, we have to press the right tool. So it's here, and if I press here, I get a polygon. And this just means that from this station here, I can reach this entire area within 30 minutes. This entire area can be reached within 30 minutes. However, if I um, if I choose to go to, let's say I minimize this area, so now it's only Now it's only 15 minutes. And I go back and I find DTU, and it's here. Here it is. Whoops, here. So I say now it's the same station, but now it's within 15 minutes, so half the time, and I press. See, I get a much smaller area that I can reach within 30 minutes. And you can use this tool for many things. You can use it to see what areas have a good service of public transport and what areas do not have a good service. So if I, for instance, go a bit further out, let's say I go to Ølstykke and I increase this again to 30 minutes and I'm leaving from here, then if I press here, I can reach this area within 30 minutes from Ølstykke. And the reason why, for instance, this area here is not highlighted is because there's no station here, so it's only calculating based on the public transport network. Yeah, so I can also choose to say, let's say I'm not leaving, let's say I'm arriving. So I'm interested in. I'll just turn this layer off again. Let's say Ølstykke again. So I'm interested in if I want to arrive at Ølstykke and I'm interested in what, so I only want to travel maximum 30 minutes somewhere to arrive at Ølstykke. So what are these areas? I can press here and I can see if I travel from any of these locations, I can get to Ølstykke within 30 minutes. And the good thing is here that now I have a lot of layers, but these layers you can choose to save them as permanent areas. You can also choose to do as I did, to have different time intervals, and then you can put them on top of each other, give them different color scales, and you can make a map where you show what areas you can cover or reach for a given station or a given area, and by that you can analyze this area's what should we say, accessibility based on public transport. So this was a small video on how you can use this travel time platform plugin to both do routes based on public transport and to do areas you can reach also based on public transport.